Hello people, StrangeTemplar here. Welcome back to Minecraft Feed the Beast. Last episode we got started on our bee system and got that all going, and we're going to be working on that a little bit more today. But before we go ahead and do that, I wanted to show you guys that I did go ahead and set up a extra quarry. Because, you know, one quarry, yeah, it's good, and we could have made it go faster, but I decided, hey, why not do two? Which, in hindsight, probably isn't the best idea because most of the stuff that we really want out of our quarry is really far... Oh, hi, buddy. Hi. There you go. Put you out of your misery. Most of the stuff we want are down deep. You know, gold, diamonds, lapis, all of that good stuff. But I figured, you know what? Let's go ahead and get this going. And in order to power that, what I did is I went ahead and added a lot more engines. I added some more energy cells and all of that. So our original quarry was running at 10 Minecraft joules per tick or second, whatever. And now we have two of them, each running at 15 each. So both of them are running faster than the first one was by itself. So, you know, we'll be getting a lot of good stuff out of that. So now with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get working on the bees again. When I left off last episode, we were just getting this stuff all set up and going. We have more cows breeding in the background because, hey, I like cows. Why are they all outside? That's annoying. Anyways, so one thing that's getting really annoying is the fact that every time these bees are done breeding, I have to go here and I have to physically replace each and every one of them, which is fine when you have 4 apiaries, but we're probably going to end up with dozens of apiaries over several biomes. Because remember, the desert biome is going to be good for the, you know, for the desert bees. We need to go to the tropical for the tropical. We need to go to winter biomes for the winter, and it's just going to get a mess to keep manually replacing all of this stuff. So, what we're going to do is set up a system. Right now, it's going to be very inefficient, a very inefficient system, but it's going to be slightly workable. And let's get these combs centrifuged real quick. And we're going to just work on increasing the productivity and the output of these bees as quickly as possible. So let's go ahead and centrifuge these. Now, the thing is, right now, those bees are producing one comb about every 5 minutes or so, if I'm remembering correctly. And we're going to squeeze these honey drops. What I'm trying to get is some propolis, which has a 5% chance per honey drop when we squeeze it. And you can see we have liquid honey building up right there. So I'm trying to get some propolis. I think that's how it's pronounced. Propolis? Anyways, and to get that going. But one of the first things that we want to do is we need to get ourselves some sticks, like so, in a circle. And we want to put some string, not stir, string, like so in the middle. And that's going to get us a untreated frame. What this does is it's a very simple frame that we can put into our apiaries, and each one will double the production rate of the apiary. So I believe having 3 frames is going to octuple, something like that, the production rate. It might only do it 4 times. I don't know if it's an additive or if it's a multiplicative. I just like using those words. Effect. But we basically put them in here. Each of these 3 spots are areas for frames. And basically we throw those in. And I don't know if you saw that. They do take damage over time. So we are going to have to work on replacing these. And I did get some cotton growing over there, which will give us some string for now. But over time, these will break. But while they're in use, they are going to definitely increase the output in combs or whatever else these bees are producing. It's definitely going to help in that department. So hopefully that will get us some more combs quickly. And we can start getting more resources that way. The next thing that I really want to work on is getting a way to automatically, when the bees come out or when they die off, When the queen dies off, she leaves a princess and some drones, and I want to be able to automatically recycle and put it right back in the apiary and keep them continuously breeding without any kind of interaction. Now, the system that I've come up with to start is not very effective at all, but you know what? It's going to work, I think. So what we're going to need to do is make ourselves some wooden gears. Let's go ahead and make ourselves 7 of them, because we already have one made up. We're also going to need some pistons. We're going to need 3 more of those. We're going to need glass, like so, and we're going to need some wooden planks along the top, like so. So if we take one more gear, this should let us get a redstone engine. And we should be able to get 4 of those. Perfect. And I don't know if you guys noticed, there's 4 apiaries over there. We're also going to need to get ourselves 4 wooden pipes. And for those of you guys who don't know, wooden pipes are just oak wood planks, like so, and glass in the middle. All of the pipes, there's a lot of different pipes, and each of them have a slightly different function. Basically, diamond pipes, put 2 diamonds on the outside, glass on the middle, and you get 8 of every pipe. So really easy. Golden pipes, gold on the outside, glass on the middle, iron on the outside, glass on the middle. Really easy. You can also make them conductive, but these are slightly less efficient than the energy conduits that we use. And you can also make them waterproof somewhere. Waterproof? Yes. Oh, no. Waterproof, like so. So that will carry liquid. But again, we have the liquid ducts, which are much better and much more efficient. So we have ourselves 4 wooden transport pipes. We're going to grab ourselves some golden transport pipes. And we're probably going to make ourselves, let's make a 22 should be fine. And then finally, what we're going to need is some lever. I always forget if they're switches or levers. Anyways, cobblestone and sticks. Like so. Lever. I don't know why I always want to call them switches. Anyways, let's make ourselves some more sticks so we can make ourselves some more frames here in a second. So we have 4 levers. Perfect. So what we're going to do is set these up. So what the wooden transport pipe does is it will pull out of whatever inventory it's attached to. So if I put a wooden transport pipe right here, it's going to connect to the apiary. Now if I put a redstone engine here, basically what it's going to do, and like I said, this is a very, very inefficient setup that I'm doing for now, and eventually it's going to get a lot better. But basically what it'll do is anytime there's combs, bees, anything like that, it's basically going to pull it out and it's going to go down this pipe system. And what we're going to do is we're going to just circle it around and it's going to go right back in. This works for bees. However, the combs, I don't believe are going to go back into this inventory. So the combs are just going to pop out and we're not going to be able to collect them. So in order to fix that, what I'm going to do is we're going to make ourselves some diamond pipes real quick. And don't worry, like all of these pipes that we're making now are going to be outdated here in probably 2 episodes or so, hopefully. But we'll be able to reuse them in a little bit later once we start working with some logistics pipes. So I don't know if you guys noticed, like the basic logistics pipes need diamond, cobblestone. There's gold transport pipes that are in there. There's force. I don't know what the force transport pipes do. I have not used Darkcraft at all. So that's something that we're going to be working on eventually. Once I read up on it and figure out what the heck I'm doing with it. So we have ourselves some diamond transport pipes. And like I said, we're going to be able to reuse these later on as well. The way the diamond transport pipe works, let's break that one out. Basically, we can use it as a sorter. Oh, not like that. Basically, we put it right here. And what we can do, if we right-click on it, basically it's a filter pipe. So everything's going to come up through here. and it's going to hit this diamond pipe, and it's going to say, okay, anything that is a drone, an unusual drone, we're going to throw through the yellow. It's going to go right back into the apiary, like so. I'm going to grab the princess, and I'm going to also tell it that the princesses go through yellow, and I'm also going to say that the mundane combs are going to go into a chest system that's right over here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have this set up, and it's going to automatically pull out. Eventually, once we get some propolis, we'll be able to make ourselves some apiary pipes, which use the diamond transport pipes and propolis, which I hope I'm pronouncing correctly. The way we get that right now is with honey drops into propolis, like I said, 5% chance. You can also get it from stringy combs, silky propolis, and also furtive combs, but we don't have those bees set up to be producing those combs yet. I believe silky comes from the, or stringy, I'm sorry, comes from diligent, unweary, and industrious, which we don't have set up at all yet. But, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. What was I doing over here? Oh, we're going to grab a chest. We're going to make ourselves a chest to put all of our combs in. Like so. Come on. Oak planks. There we go. Oh, we're running out of oak planks already. So we do that. We have ourselves a chest. Like so. And then once we have that apiary pipe, what we can say is, instead of doing like specific bees, we can just say all combs go into blue. All princesses and drones go into yellow. And it'll basically automatically do all of that. So what we can do now is we can say, all right, princesses and drones go that direction. The combs will go that direction. And then what we can do is we just hit right here, and you'll see these are going to start disappearing. And then this one's going to disappear. If you watch the pipe, you'll see it transporting all the way around, and it's going to go right back in here. So we have 3, and then we have 4. And then the combs, likewise, will go directly into this chest, just like so. Let me go ahead and sleep in the bed real quick, make it daytime, because those bees aren't going to do much for us during nighttime, except for the rocky ones. The rocky ones don't count, though. They're pretty worthless at this point. I'm probably going to switch them out for something different, but we'll make something cool happen with them eventually. And then probably this episode, what I'm going to do is just get all these up and running so they automatically do this, throw it into the chest, and we'll call it good that way. What we could do, actually, if I was being really smart, and that is difficult for me, let me hold on one second, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're back. Here's what we did. We have one chest right now that's going to hold all of our combs, and we have 2 diamond pipes, which are currently sorting. So the mystical drones will go out blue, which goes over to this one. Red, once these guys get done, and I need to turn this off. Once these guys die off, I'll be able to set them up so they'll cycle back through. And over here we have Rocky goes this direction, Meadows goes that direction, and yeah, basically this is a very, very, very ugly system that makes me cry a little bit inside, but it's workable for now. Eventually we'll definitely make this look a little prettier, we'll make it a lot more functional, and it'll work for now. So what I did have to do is grab myself some iron transport pipes, which are these. And basically the way the iron transport pipes work is, let's go backwards a little bit. The way transport pipes work is anytime they hit an intersection, they have a random chance of going any of the branches that there are. So without this iron pipe, basically once a bee comes down, it'll hit this intersection. It won't know where to go. It might go over there to the bottom of that apiary, which doesn't work, and then it's just going to pop out of the system and despawn, which we don't want. It also has a chance of going up here, which is where we do want it to go. What this iron transport pipe is saying is, it basically says, anytime anything hits this intersection, it goes this direction. Anytime from any direction, it'll go that direction every time, which will hit this diamond transport pipe, which is the filter that says, okay, bees go back to the apiaries, combs go to the chest, and that's all that we do. Very easy. The way to select on these pipes is hit it with the wrench, and you'll see that this area is darker than the rest, and basically that's the direction that they'll go. So right now it's saying go up. This way it's saying anything coming through is going to go that direction. And it's also this way it says anything coming through will go that direction. And I believe also it will prevent anything from coming in this direction. I'm not sure if that's true or not. If my recollection serves me well, I believe it's true. But basically this is going to say anything coming from any of the intersections goes up. And so it's going to hit those transport pipes, and it's going to go back. So let's go ahead and throw the Rockies back in here. We're going to throw our meadows back in here. And we're going to throw our mysticals right back in here. And they're going to just keep spawning. They're going to keep producing their combs. And these are about to die. We're going to fix that. And basically, once we hit this, it's just going to be all automatic from there. It's just going to keep going. As long as this chunk is loaded, it's all going to be automatic. So that is a way to keep your bees going. It's very, very ugly. Redstone engines, every time it ticks, basically every time it hits the end and comes back, it's going to drop one item out of the apiary, if there is one, and it'll go through the system. So let's say red wants drones and princesses. Perfect. We can throw these back in, and now we can just turn these back on and be very, very, very inefficient with our resources. It's gonna work. It's gonna do what it needs to do. And yeah, that's that. So next step. Now that wait, actually, let's get our combs squeezed or centrifuged, whatever we want to say, and get those going. And the next thing I want to do is craft myself a pipette, which is this little thing right here. 2 glass panes and any color wool. So glass pane, we do like so, and we grab some wool. We have no wool. String. Let's take out 4 real quick. Make ourselves a block of wool real quick. We could have sheared some sheep, but that would have been too much difficulty. And we have ourselves a pipette. Now, what the pipette does is it'll take out any liquid in one of these sources so that you can fill it in with another one. So, like our carpenter, we want to put seed oil in here to make apiaries, but we want water to make other things. And sometimes when we're done creating everything, there's a little bit of a liquid left over. Like right now, we have honey in here. Say we wanted to squeeze some seeds and get some seed oil, but we don't have enough to put into a container yet. That's where the pipette comes in. You just click right here, and it'll pick up all the excess honey. And I believe it holds up to 1 bucket worth of whatever the liquid is. And so now it's full of honey. It'll say honey, and when you're done with it, you can just click it, and it'll drop it back out, and... Really? Okay, there we go. And so now you'll see it's empty. We could fill it up with another liquid if we wanted, or we could clear it out like that. Done. Easy. Easy, easy. So let's go ahead and get these centrifuged real quick. And I'll show you the uses for this beeswax. Eventually we're going to have so much beeswax it's not even funny. So it's kind of going to be our excess resource that we can do whatever the heck we want with. And one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to start using it as our liquid containers. So we do it in a line right here, and it'll make wax capsules. Wax capsules are one-time use, but they will hold, not squeezers, right there. And I guess we're not full on honey yet. I wish it said exactly how much. Probably 1 more honey drop, and it'll fill up. But that's used for holding liquids. It'll hold anything we want with it. So wax capsules will hold anything. Use, I think. It should show that it'll hold any liquid. Catalyst. Yeah, liquid transport, acid capsule, poison, yada, 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 all that good stuff. We don't really care. The other things we can do with the wax is we can make torches. Hold on. Wait for it. There it is. We can make waterproofing for our pipes so they can transport water. We can make torches, a stick, and 2 beeswax will make 3 torches. We can make these wax casts, which we probably won't do anything with. Basically, it lets you make casts for helmets, chest plates, all that good stuff. Tools. With our smeltery in place, we don't really need it for much of anything. It's pretty inefficient compared to the smeltery, if I remember correctly. I've never actually used it. I've never really had much use for it. You can also make candles with string or silk wisps. We can make scented paneling, which we're going to use much later when we get into bees. This is what's used to make an alveary, which is basically like an apiary on steroids. The things that you can do with an alveary is amazing. We can also make scented gears, which I'm not entirely sure. I think that's for a alveary recipe. But like I said, those are going to come much, much, much later. And we can also make wood polish. Not sure what that's used for. That's new since I've used this system. So yeah, that's kind of the basic system for our bees. Right now, they're just happily breeding. Well, not right now because it's nighttime. But it should be all automatic at this point. So what we'll have to do is just check that back at that chest every once in a while. Clear out those excess. Oh, hi, creeper. Why is there always a creeper right there? Oh, was there more? Oh, I thought there was more than one. Anyways, we still have some stuff down there from our old base, but we're not really paying attention to that right now. And yeah, this will just keep going. As you can see, there's combs already showing up, and that'll just automatically go. Eventually, we're gonna make this a lot more compact, a lot more efficient, and just a lot cooler in general. Get rid of these engines because the engines look ugly. We're gonna make it. One problem with these engines right now is they're always running, regardless of if there's anything to pull out of it or not. And they just take up space and look ugly. Eventually, we'll be able to put the controls directly into the engine. And that's something that we're going to work on next episode, is just making this a little bit more efficient. We're going to make ourselves some apiary pipes instead of these diamond transport pipes. And next episode, we're also going to get started into the breeding process, or mutating process, of getting bees to be a little bit different. Is that spider? I saw it fall down from heaven, just hovering and doing everything it needs to do. Anyways, so that's all going to happen next episode. And with that, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave you. Until next time, I'm going to be working on this, getting all this collected, get ourselves some propolis, so we can make ourselves some pipes, start growing up some cotton here, hopefully. And yeah, it's going to be good times. Start squeezing ourselves some seeds. Now, we have enough to make another set of 4 apiaries, which we'll probably set up either in the desert or probably actually get tropical bees going. Because the silk that you get from the tropical bees, silk wisps, we can use to make silk cloth, which we can use to really increase. I'm not sure if you guys remember that mining backpack that we were using. Well, first of all, you can make string with it, which is pretty worthless. But this woven silk, we can increase those mining backpacks, digger backpacks, from 15 slot backpacks all the way up to let's see, to 45 slots. So this one's 15 slots. This one's 45. Amazing. The stuff that you can do with this. Let's see. We had the miner's backpack 15 slot. Turn it into a 45 slot. Basically, we could mine for days with that. So that's something that we're going to be working on soon, is getting that silk running so we can make those bags a little bit more efficient. And yeah, just start working on getting some cool stuff. And then eventually we're going to get ourselves some bee-specific items. Genetic machines. Right here. And with the genetic machine, we can make ourselves some pretty cool stuff. Like advanced gene pools, sequencers, splicers. Advanced genetic machines can be used to make... We can basically start creating bees exactly how we want them and make things exactly the way we want them. And it gets really, really expensive, which is why we've been building up our power supply, is because those machines are going to take a ton of power. I think some of those machines take 200,000 Minecraft joules per operation. And remember, we're getting right now 60 Minecraft joules per tick or second. I forget which. Per tick. So 60 times 20, that would be 1,200 per second. So that's going to be, 200 seconds. So about 3 minutes of just powering just to make those machines work. And we're going to be using those a lot. So that's why we've been working on getting our power systems up and running in the background. Anyways, guys, like I said, with that, I am going to go ahead and leave you guys. Next episode, those are going to be some of our projects. And thank you as always for watching, though. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like and or subscribe button if you haven't already. I will see you guys next time. And until next time, don't be a stranger. Take care.